In an open-world game, the most dangerous scenario is a moderator gone rogue. They lock out the developer, rewrite the code, and hijack the map. These rogue admins wall off different zones. They set up their own rules, trap the players inside, and demand that everyone treat them as the creators of the game. Many people read the Bible as an end-user license agreement, a dry list of rules on how to behave. But the ancient writers were documenting a much higher stakes reality. Their texts describe a cosmic rebellion, hijacked and occupied territories, and an active rescue mission to take back a stolen world. Viewing the world through the lens of a hijacked system changes how we see the chaos around us, and explains why a single life 2,000 years ago is still the central pivot point of human history. Ancient historical records introduce the Divine Council. The Divine Council was a group of spiritual beings created by God to oversee the nations, effectively serving as the original administrators of the server. At a place called Babel, humanity attempted to build a centralized system independent of their creator. In response, God stepped back and assigned these spiritual managers to govern the different human populations. These rogue managers committed cosmic identity theft. Instead of pointing people toward the Creator, they demanded blood sacrifice and total worship for themselves. Every ancient empire had a pantheon of gods. The biblical writers identified these deities as the exact rogue administrators who were demanding obedience from the nations they ruled. This division of the earth into occupied territories is called supernatural geography, the idea that physical regions correspond to specific spiritual entities. These entities locked their borders and built empires on war and enslavement, trapping populations inside their broken systems. Ancient history was a coordinated, hostile occupation of the earth by a network of corrupt spiritual powers. Jesus entered the story by stepping directly into enemy-occupied territory. When Jesus healed the sick or cast out a demon, he was launching a tactical raid against these occupied zones. He took his disciples to a physical cave at Mount Hermon, an ancient gateway to the underworld, calling it the Gates of Hell. The rogue managers orchestrated his crucifixion, assuming that killing the Creator's Son would permanently secure their control of the map. But they walked right into a massive trap. By sacrificing himself as an innocent man, Jesus broke the legal claim those dark powers held over humanity. This sacrifice stripped the rogue admins of their authority. The contract they used to hold the nations hostage was rendered void. The crucifixion functioned as a technical takeover, permanently removing the rogue administrators from their standing in the spiritual realm. Shortly after, the followers of Jesus experienced Pentecost. Pentecost is an ancient festival where the Holy Spirit descended on the disciples, enabling them to speak in the languages of the exact nations that were lost at Babel. This miracle was a direct message to the spirit realm. God was dropping the borders and declaring that he was reclaiming his children from the occupied zones. The gospel of the kingdom is a far larger concept than an individual insurance policy for the afterlife. This gospel is a royal announcement that the true king has returned, dismantled the rogue management, and launched an active rescue mission. Following Jesus involves trading the identity assigned by a corrupted system for a true identity within the king's family. Rather than just following a list of rules, you are invited to join the effort to win back the rest of the map. The king is here, and the territory is being reclaimed. The only question left is whether you are ready to join the mission.